ResortLoop.com is proud to be sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea, the official specialty coffee of Disney Parks. You can find Joffrey's Coffee and specialty drinks in the parks, at Disney Springs, or online at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
The body of water that you see to the right of our forward motion is the Seven Seas Lagoon. The Seven Seas Lagoon is a man-made creation that took 3 years and the removal of millions of cubic yards of earth to complete.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com. Thank goodness we are still the gateway to the magic. It was not so magical there last week. We had we, meaning me, had a bit of a bug. It was not great, got worse, got better, got worse, and before you knew it, that took us to today. So excited to get the show going. I'd like to thank everybody for your understanding. I gave a little post there on LooperNation Live saying was a little under the weather, and then get a show out as soon as I bounced back. Well, I bounced back, as some might say. Not like an offer from a hotel, but that'd be sweet. So I figured to get things rolling, we had such a great response on LooperNation Live for our Looper listener poll. Kind of the same thing a lot of people have been talking about. A lot of people are excited about Disney Plus is now out. I'm not feeling great enough to watch a lot of Disney Plus, but I did catch some episodes of Recess. And I'm excited for some other things there that I've not had a chance to watch yet. The Imagineering story, very excited to see. I kind of just started it, and I was like, you know what? I need to watch this when I can really enjoy it. It was not a very enjoyable day at that moment to watch it. So I'm going to sit back with a nice cup of Joffrey's coffee. It'll probably be the pumpkin creme brulee. I'm enjoying that one. I recommend that one. A little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar. Ties it in. Fantastic. Anyway, we're going to get started. The new Looper listener poll was, what is, or if you haven't received Disney Plus yet and you're going to get it soon, what is or will be the first thing you're going to watch on Disney Plus? Then there's a part 2, if you wish to take part. That was, what do you want on Disney Plus that you don't see there right now? So I think we all know Disney Plus is just rolling. Pretty impressive rollout, but I think there's more impressive stuff to come. So let's get started with the Looper listener poll. Eli Tobias says, DComs. Now, for those out of the know, I'm not sure who that would be listening to the show, but that's like Disney Channel comedies. These are fantastic. These are some of the classic movies on Disney Channel that my kids grew up watching. Let's see, big fans of ours were Xenon we always liked. My son liked Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. I was a big fan of Johnny Tsunami. I'll turn in my man card at the end of the show. But there are a lot of other ones I loved on here too. A lot of the musical ones. I think you need to do a show on Disney Channel musicals. Courtney Crump said Tangled will be her first. That's a good call. Scott Fody says past tense. He's already watched these, so he's watched The Mandalorian. Although to stack the voting, the daughter and his wife watched Tangled. And Tangled's kind of cleaning up already. We're only three responses in. She said that's 2 votes for Tangled. Okay. Matthew Wallace. He watched The Mandalorian, The Black Hole, and Newsies on the first day. He's here in Ohio, so it was probably a cold day. So he was binge watching, which is what I would recommend to do. He goes, I hope that the wonderful world of Disney shows up. I gotta agree. I actually had to talk about that at the house. So we wanted some of the old, when the family all would gather around the TV on a Sunday, 7 o'clock, get all the kids ready for bed, get ready for school Monday. But you had to be ready for bed before it started. So as soon as it was over, you could go right to bed. Let's see. Deb Stewart chimed in with Matthew Wall, said, ooh, Wonderful World of Disney. That would be amazing. Let's see. TJ Fry. He says the first thing he's intending to watch was The Mandalorian. The first thing he actually watched, though, was Forky Has a Question. Forky Asks a Question. What is the money? Yeah, I haven't seen that yet either, but I'm going to watch that one also. That's a relatively short one, I do remember, a few minutes long. He goes, what he wishes was included was all 22 MCU movies. He goes, only about 16 of them are right there, are on Disney Plus right now. So Disney still has to honor all of the Marvel movies contracts that they had before. So once all those run out and they fulfilled their obligations to have, wherever they're, I don't know who has them, if it's a TBS type thing, Sci-Fi Network, whatever. Once those are all done, they'll be in a nice little bubble right there in Disney Plus. Margot Mead let TJ know that those Forky shorts are so cute. And TJ said he loved it. It was a quick thing to watch and somewhat relevant to his job. Okay. Tim Elbing Jr. Loved him. He goes, we watched The Mandalorian, then the Imagineer story, followed by The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Loved all of it. If the rest of the programming is like this, I will never touch Netflix again. I'm hearing about that from a lot of people. Although I think I did see The Crown. It's coming back on the Netflix, or it might even be there now. So I'm going to have to wait till I catch up on that. That's probably about the biggest thing in Netflix's arsenal right now was The Crown as far as their award-winning shows, and I think people couldn't wait to watch. But poor Christopher Bartlett Walford over in the UK. He goes, some of us have to wait until March. Oh, we feel bad for our friends that are across the pond. But when you get it, it will be amazing. Oh, let's see. Rachel Barnes says The Mandalorian, followed by Steamboat Willie. She covered both ends of the spectrum on that one. One of the newest shows and one of the original shows. Shannon Esper says the same. She watched both of these in the same order last night. Fantastic. Taryn Decker. This first thing I watched was Robin Hood. I wish they had the famous Jet Jackson. Bug Juice, the original, yes. And Flash Forward, fingers crossed that they're coming later. These are more of the DCOMs for those of you who are listening. I even mentioned to Taryn that we love Bug Juice at this house. Oh, awesome. Margot Mead, our good friend there, Margot, she goes, love her. She said, when I first got the app, several hours earlier than I thought I would be able to, I was trying to find something that my 22-year-old son would enjoy. So we watched an episode of Dr. Poles, then another show about dogs. Last night, came home, and he was reliving his childhood by watching The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Yes, I really haven't had much time to watch, plus the hubby's out of town, so we'll watch The Mandalorian when he gets back. Oh, that was nice. Wait till he gets back and enjoy it together. She goes, we own so many Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars movies on DVD or Blu-ray. All at this house on VHS. I even have one old Disney, actually a promotional video on beta. I'm going way back. Let's see. We really don't need to watch them on Disney Plus, but the specials, the older movies from my childhood, would probably be her favorite. I haven't been able to explore the offerings enough. Do they have the original Mickey Mouse Club? Marco, I've not seen it. I'm gonna have to look for that one though. Oh, and our good friend Vicky Marie, also from across the pond, said, "Stop it! We don't get it in the UK until March." All right. I don't think we're going to put any spoilers out there other than the shows are available, but oh my goodness. Oh, Margot Mead had a real thin response there. If you've not seen it, check it out over at LooperNation Live. Janine Woodland says, we watch Castaway Cowboy. Kyle Ostrander, good friend Kyle, goes, I watched Disney shorts, 90s Disney cartoons. Were any of them Recess, Kyle? Gotta know, Recess family favorite here. I fell asleep during the Imagineer show. He was tired, not bored. He's a hard worker. Let's see, The Mandalorian and The Simpsons. What he wishes would be there would be the Back to the Future series and the Jurassic Park series. Were those part of the Fox acquisition? I'm going to have to double check on my Fox knowledge. I don't know a whole lot about the Fox company. Oh, I know some. Good friend Jeremy Hunt, you heard him co-host here a few shows ago. His first was definitely The Mandalorian, and it was excellent. Also, DuckTales and Gummy Bears are both in my future. I'm assuming he means the TV shows and not some kind of weird dining options as far as DuckTales and Gummy Bears. Be like a main dish and a dessert. Renee Centaur Kelly says, I watched an episode of Rescue Rangers, The Story of Imagineering, and we watched The Mandalorian as a family. That's one of the great things about this Disney Plus and, the Disney brand in general. Watching things together as a family. I mentioned earlier, the Sunday night Disney, the Wonderful World of Disney, the World According to Disney, or the World According to Jeff Goldblum, whatever we got going on there. But any of these shows that are family friendly, you can sit down and not worry about, what language is coming up. Is the storyline going to be a little too mature for some of the little folks that might be, not in bed yet. Let's see. Lily Powell Salisbury says Mandalorian was the first thing we watched, and the second. Today we watched several shorts, and we're so cute, especially Float. We'll be looking forward to some more shorts and the solo Star Wars story when it's added. The Imagineering story too. Thank you, Lily. Leanne Nutston Bartlett. Love Leanne. She goes, the Imagineering story was my first choice and it was excellent. I'd like to see them do a show on the woman who helped shape WED. Harriet Burns, Mary Blair, Alice Davis, Leota Toombs. I would also love to see a library of the wonderful world of Walt Disney and anything related to Walt. Leanne, that is fantastic. I love that idea, especially the women who helped shape Imagineering. That is awesome. And Tim Elbing says he does hope that they give each of those women their own Imagineering story episode. He's a huge fan of Mary Blair. I'm right with you, Tim. I love all her work, and even you go back in some of those books, those little little golden type books. I think she did some art on. Debbie Hartlett says Imagineering was her first choice. Devin Snugg says Steamboat Willie. Start with the original. That's a good call, Devin. I'm going to start at the very beginning and work my way forward. Micah Weiss says started with a Forky short as a quick way to test how things like the 4K picture and the 5.1 audio were working. Plus, we really enjoyed it. Then we watched all of the Spark short films too. Okay, Micah also said, so far I haven't seen anything major missing, but it would be fun to have a channel with background audio loops from around the parks. Micah, that is fantastic. A lot of people are looking at this as just like a video option. I love the idea of an audio with maybe just some, B-roll footage just under there on the audio, give you a little bit of or with live webcam maybe. Nothing too creepy, just, nice wide shots of what the weather is with that music. That'd be fantastic. Then Micah checked in later. He goes, I found something missing now. The Mickey Mouse Club from the early 90s. It would be fun to see Justin, Brittany, and all the others as kids again. Micah, that is a good call. That is a good call. Oh my gosh, where'd all those big stars from the 90s and now start? NSYNC kids, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears. I think Ryan Gosling was in that too. Not really sure. Not a huge fan of his. I've seen a couple things, but I'm pretty sure he was in that as well. Ben Fluth says he watched The Mandalorian and the Apple Dumpling Gang next. Good friend of the show, Ben Fluth, said he watched The Mandalorian and the Apple Dumpling Gang is up next. Awesome. Florence Porter. Love Florence. She goes, The Mandalorian, Castaway Cowboy. Well, that's there now, so she doesn't know. And P.S., Snowball Express was the first choice, and it's there, so we're good. Florence, 1, I'm a huge fan of Snowball Express. 2, you're already in Colorado, so you're almost there. But there is a Silver Hill in Wyoming. Sorry. Let me just start. Tangent. We're going to do a quick tangent. We're getting into that time of year, usually between Thanksgiving and Christmas, even New Year's, into like January when it's nice and cold and snowy outside. There's no better movie to watch with the family, a little hot chocolate, than Snowball Express. Some Dean Jones. That's your Tim Scott recommendation for this winter season. And your homework now that everybody out there has Disney Plus. Sit down, Snowball Express. Dustin Harrelson says The Mandalorian and HD version of the Star Wars Holiday Special. That's what he wants on there would be that's a show they tried their best. George Lucas did his best to make sure that never saw the light of day again. But it just continues to live. I think you can find that on YouTube if you look. The Star Wars Holiday Special. Shannon Giantasio says, first thing I watched was Steamboat Willie. Nice. Hannah Nolte, she has had a trip there recently into Disney. She goes, Lilo and Stitch, the series, and the Proud Family, going back to childhood. Wow. I feel old because that wasn't my childhood. But that was a while ago, and those were good too. I remember the Proud Family being fun and loved Lilo and Stitch. Krista Carter, for her part 2, she said, The Watcher in the Woods with Betty Davis. Oh, that's a little interesting twist there on the Disney Plus. Oh, James Jamie Price, the JJP, says, first thing my son asked for when we turned it on was for Mickey Mouse, the new shorts. The first thing we watched was Forky. Then he wanted to see the Marvel Superhero Adventures. He says he's super excited about the Disney Afternoon and Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Even though I have them on DVD, I fell asleep watching the Little Mermaid series. Mary Poppins was noticeably absent, but will likely show up in a couple of years from what I understand. And he says Song of the South. He has Song of the South, so he doesn't miss that. Well, and that's a whole controversial thing there, whether that'll be on there at some point. I would say it doesn't look likely. But maybe we can get him to send you a copy. No, he will not send you a copy that is against FCC laws and regulations and corporate policies of the Walt Disney Company. Bill Roll says, watch The Mandalorian first. Hope they add the Ewok Adventure movie from the mid-'80s. I gotta say, you guys are cleaning up with this. You are coming up with some great options that are not on there right now. This is a lot of fun. I think we're going to have to break this up into a couple shows. 1, my voice is starting to go, and 2, you guys had a ton of great comments on this thing here, right here. Christian McMeans says, the new Lady and the Tramp. She says, we wish House of Mouse would have been on there. Christian, I agree. That was a great part of the old Disney's One Saturday Morning. If I'm using my correct time frame with what things run on what network. Big fan of that when Mickey Mouse had his little nightclub there. Loved that a lot. Oh, something else from back in the day. The one Saturday morning. Does anybody else out there remember Mrs. Munger's class? It was like between recess and I think Doug and Pepper Ann and all that kind of stuff. Is Pepper Ann on Disney Plus? I'm gonna look here shortly. Like I said, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna have to do a part 2 on this. Amy Von. Hey Amy. She goes, I watched a few of the shorts. I feel bad. I think she's even sent the phonetic way to spend her to say her name. Okay, Amy says, I watched a few of the shorts. Was talking to a friend today about Fraggle Rock. That's Muppets, right? I'm not sure it's Muppets, but it is Jim Henson. Oh, and Tim Elbing says, HBO owns the rights to Fraggle Rock. Amy says, well. She goes, well then. For the most part, that's what she said. I can't wait to have the time to binge watch Disney Plus, though. So much cool stuff. Thank you, Amy. I think I'm just going to wrap it up right there. It's because that's making me laugh. Oh, everybody, it's not too late. If you want to get on this poll and you've watched some Disney Plus, again, the questions are, what is the first thing you've watched or will be watching? And 2, what have you looked for on Disney Plus that you have not seen so far? Before I wrap it up, I just want to say, as I was getting ready to record this, a good friend of the show sent a little post through the what the kids call the IG. I call it Instagram. That's somewhere on my phone. Anyway, TJ Fry sent through the Instagram, sent us a new Disney contest. We always like to get these out there, see if we can get someone from LooperNation to win these. This is enter for a chance to win a behind-the-scenes Disneyland, Disney Cruise, or New York City adventure inspired by the new book, One Day at Disney. No purchase is necessary, and it's going to end on December 2nd. So, this will be a move fast. I'm going to put the links to this on the website and post it with this show, so everybody can go out there and win this contest. I want somebody from LooperNation to win this One Day at Disney contest. Looks like there's just a link. You sign in with your Disney account, enter for your chance to win that contest, and we can all thank TJ Fry when somebody from LooperNation wins the contest. Everybody, thanks for listening. Tim Scott, Facebook, Twitter, the website, ResortLoop.com. If you're thinking of looking at a trip, thinking of booking a trip, it's getting to that time of year. Got to start planning next spring and summer. ResortLoopTravel.com. If you're going to do one thing after you respond to the Looper listener poll, go out there and share the gateway to the magic. See you, everybody. Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com.